Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar here with more Elden Ring, where last time we had a bit of a helter-skelter episode. We spent quite a bit of time in West Altus / Mount Gelmir, trying, unsuccessfully, to find our way to a map. We're going to be giving it another shot at that today and see what kind of headway we can make in West Altus. And we also made it through most of the deep root depths. There is still a section that remains out of reach. There's a bit of a mystery still to the deep root depths, but we did solve the mystery regarding the mausoleums, or at least the couple mausoleums that we had not been able to pacify as of yet, which is cool. We have some boss soul options there at our disposal when need be. There were a couple other little loose ends here in the deep root depths that I had made note of and had just not circled back around to. I think I got knocked off the mausoleum as I was noticing this cave at the time and didn't come back here to explore. So I did come back to explore off camera, and you can see here that there is a rune bear that is enjoying their nap, which I, off camera, very rudely interrupted and did battle with this rune bear, who had some bonus runes. He had the glowing eyes bonus runes, which was nice. And so I did, it was a little bit of a hairy fight, but I did take down the rune bear. We've got plenty of rune bear experience at this time, at this point in the game, and I did pick up the items in there, nothing too crazy. Some smithing stones and golden rune 8. I also did find an item out here at the other end of the zone. It's actually quite a ways. I'm not going to ride all the way there, but way out over here, out on the end of the ledge, I did find a new set of ashes. Mausoleum Soldier Ashes. I think I had seen this one as well last episode, maybe before I went on a break, and I thought, oh, I'll come back and pick up that item after I get back from break. Totally forgot about it. So we have Mausoleum Soldier Ashes now. Spirits of 5 headless soldiers who confound foes by disappearing and reappearing at will. The mausoleum is where the bodies of soulless demigods are lain to rest, and these soldiers followed their masters into death by severing their own heads from their bodies. Who exactly are these soulless demigods? This might just be a... We're not supposed to know exactly who the demigod is at each mausoleum. It's just maybe a general reference to demigods in general. But the term demigods is pretty strongly tied in my mind to all of these bosses that we've been taking down. Godric, the Grafted, Morgott, the Omen King, all of these demigods, and we're going to be facing off against more of them as we progress here. But I think maybe there's a general thought about demigods as well when it comes to the mausoleums. Anyway, side note there on those ashes. Why don't we go ahead then and quickly head back to the hold. Let's go to the round table hold, and we will level up those ashes because I do kind of want to just switch up the ashes here and put in place of Latenna. We're going to bring back Lutel, who the other mausoleum knight that we are familiar with. Let's put Lutel in that slot, and we will put the Mausoleum Knights in the other slot, and then we'll get those guys leveled up. We'll level up the Mausoleum Knights here, and then we will discuss the other thought that I had, the other thoughts that I had off camera, which spawned out of. See, this is the thing about Grave Glovewort. I'm gonna level these up. But after we do this, we're only going to have 1 Grave Glovewort. We have unlimited of like the first few levels of Ghost Glovewort, but we don't have that with Grave Glovewort, do we? How do I get more Grave Glovewort level 1? That's what's not clear to me. I may have missed something. Maybe there's something we get in Mount Gelmir / West Altus that gets us unlimited Grave Glovewort. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and level these guys up, though. I like the idea of the leveled up Mausoleum Soldier Ashes, so let's do that. But I'm a little concerned that our bottleneck on Spirit Ashes is the initial level, and we have not been able to really replenish that stockpile for some time. We'll think about that mystery, and hopefully it will solve itself. What I was talking about, though, is we made our way into the west side of Altus, And we checked out these Perfumer's Ruins, which at the time I was thinking, is there a chance, since this is in like somewhat close proximity on the map to the Three Sisters, is there a chance that this is where our mysterious Seluvis Cellar has been hiding out? It was not. Spoiler alert, it was not. So I was once again left with a little bit of disappointment after that episode. And so it got me to thinking, once again about this mystery with Seluvis Cellar. Let's go back down here to the King's Realm Ruins. It did occur to me that we now have this Law of Regression spell. And I thought to myself, is that what we're supposed to use? The Law of Regression is supposed to reveal all forms of mimicry, correct? Is that what we're dealing with here? At the most, what has been one of the most likely candidates in my mind, the King's Realm Ruins is a set of ruins that is right next, or, well, it's pretty close, pretty darn close to the Three Sisters. And it also sort of feels like it would be here because I remember we had a illusory wall right here. There was an illusory wall that was right next to one of these disappearing, there's a few of these disappearing sorcerers around these ruins. But it got me thinking, like, is that what we're supposed to be, like, is there some, I don't know, illusion? Like one of these buildings is actually not here, and if we like dispelled it with Law of Regression, we might be able to like reveal the cellar. That's kind of where my mind was going at the time. This is when I had logged in. I had logged in right before bed, and I had switched on the recording, and so I didn't have any webcam. I didn't have the webcam turned on, but I wanted to just, like, you know, think about how do we solve this dang mystery. I also realized that it's going to be kind of a hassle to go through and actually do Law of Regression, because we kind of have to, you know, we have to use a rune arc, we have to drink a flask, we got to put on some gear, all this bit of a hassle that we got to go through in order to actually just cast the stinking spell. And I thought, I really don't feel like doing that right this second. But then poor Torrent has taken some hits from these sorcerers as I'm vamping. But then I did have a thought. I had another thought that yes, there are all these appearing and disappearing sorcerers that were here near this illusory wall. And I realized there is also a disappearing and reappearing sorcerer up at the Three Sisters. I believe there is, in fact, I remember there in fact being just one of them. And as I have gone to re-explore the Three Sisters on and off camera on multiple occasions, trying to figure out where is Seluvis Cellar, that sorcerer has scared the heck out of me more than once because I just forgot he was there. But it got me to thinking, the presence of that sorcerer, could that be in the similar to the battle mage out in the graveyard up on the hill behind Celia? Could that sorcerer appearing and disappearing also be a clue that the game is trying to give us? And so I went back to explore.
Holy shit! Holy shit! God damn it!
Holy shit, guys. A sus floor. I don't have my webcam rolling, but holy shit, a sus fucking floor. Elden Ring, are you kidding me? So there you have my reaction to finally uncovering what it has to be. Obviously, I've not gone in there yet, but it has to be Seluvis's Cellar. I have gone ahead and transported us up here to the Three Sisters. We're going to take out, one more time, we're going to take out this. Here it is. Here it is. Where is this guy hiding? Where are you at? There you are. You stinker. You were trying to tell me all along. All along. I think the other thing that I hadn't really explained is I think part of my thought process, if I can go through my thought process of trying to figure, how did I finally figure out that there was a sus floor here? I have thought about the idea of sus floors had occurred to me on previous occasions. I think I had tried at a couple of these other ruins, some sections. I don't know exactly which ones, but I think maybe this one that was close to Seluvis's rise. I think there was maybe a section here that was, you know, looked like it could be a sus floor. I remember specifically, it was a while back now, but I did think at the time, would they do that? Sus floors? Oh, wait a second. Oh, there is another guy. So there is not just one of these guys around here. Okay, I thought maybe that there was just one hiding out, but there are a handful of these stealthy sorcerer types. Anyway, I also was simultaneously playing with... I had this sentry's torch out, just because I thought, does this reveal these hidden guys? I don't think it does. It didn't seem to have an effect on them. But I thought, well, maybe it will reveal some other secret. It's supposed to reveal something, isn't it? Isn't this torch supposed to do... Protectors of the Erd Tree, its flame is bestowed with a special incantation which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. Who is that? Furnished on behalf of the Erd Tree and the Grace-given lore such that a Knight of Black Knights will never come again. Yeah, okay. I don't know if this is supposed to be like Law of Regression, where it reveals any... I don't think it reveals any... It would have revealed this floor if it were to reveal any form of mimicry. It's not that kind of a torch. I just don't know exactly what this torch is supposed to reveal yet, so I pull it out sometimes. I just whip it out when I think that it is... there's a potential to reveal a secret. Anyway, you might have seen me get to a point where I kind of noticed. I was like, wait a second. There looks like there maybe is a delineation here. Like a cutout section that looks a little bit different than the rest. And I went rolling through. And a sus floor. At least as far as I can remember, the very first sus floor that I have ever come across in a FromSoft game. So there we go. And now we descend into the long-awaited dissension into... Dissension? That's not a word. Descent into Seluvis's Cellar. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Is that just a perfumer waiting to spring to life? That's what it feels like. Yeah, okay, see, there is a there is a environmental effect. I don't know if it's whatever physics effect is happening with the cloak on this. I think a perfumer. Very sus. Who do I see in the background? Who is this? I can't zoom in anymore. Is that a page? I can't target anything just yet. Oh my gosh, the eyes. Creepy. Not to mention the fact that you are just sat here in the oddest of poses. Oh, there's another. Oh my gosh. Is this an omen killer? Does appear to be an omen killer. What? And I'm noticing, okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. These are the puppets. This is Theralina. Holy fucking shit, this is Theralina. Seluvis's... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a glowstone tech. Maybe. And this is the Jarwhite puppet. These are Seluvis's puppets. Oh god. Oh, it is... Dude, okay, now that I can see... I don't think I noticed this before. There's also this... There's a message here, which we'll read in a moment. I just now am seeing that this Jarwhite puppet guy... I mean, I guess I should have known. It's a jar, just like Jar Baron and the other jars that we know. But I don't think I had noticed specifically that's how it looks when we summoned the Jarwhite puppet. Dolores. And then are these... This has got to be Dolores here. Definitely Dolores, I think. Definitely, I think. And this... Oh, okay, yeah. It's not a perfumer. It's one of the Night Maidens. That's what it is. That's who it is, I should say. Night Maiden and Source... Could be the Swordstress, could be the Night Maiden. I think. But then we've got an Omen Killer over here, which suggests there's an Omen Killer puppet somewhere to be found. Okay, let's read this message. Seluvis's puppet. Do not touch. Do not touch. Oh boy. Well, of course you know what we have to do now. You know what we have to do now. Okay, it does say... Maybe before we touch anything, before we actually... I don't know if I'm going to attack one of these... If I was going to attack one of them, I think it would be the Omen Killer. It's the one that I care least about. To the extent that I care about... Theralina's cool, in my mind, because she helped us out with the Radon fight. The Jarwhite puppet guy, okay, I mean, he just seems... He's got his thing that he's into. Dolores, I got nothing against Dolores. Don't really have anything against the, as my controller has died. Here, hold on a second. Hold on a second. What is going on here? Please, please. Or did my controller die, or the controller did die? And my keyboard was not reestablishing its... I did charge this controller, but apparently I need to reset my Bluetooth receiver. Technical difficulties aside, I have the least... I'll momentarily use mouse and keyboard. We have the least emotional connection to Omen Killers. So I was thinking I might either attack or roll into the Omen Killer there to see what happens. But just because the sign says do not touch. It's like, okay, you told me not to touch. Of course, now I'm going to try to touch. But I think before we do that, as I am trying to get my controller back online here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to check in with Selen. Checking in with Selen seems like a good idea because she's been mentioned on the intel that sometimes she comes down here to this little cellar. She potentially is involved with the whole puppeteering business. We got to see. But I also need to see about fixing my controller. So give me just a second here to iron this out. Okay, controller is back online. Bluetooth receiver reset. Let's go to Selen. And do a check-in. We might have to do a check-in in two places because this is the other sort. It is I guess an open question, which I haven't really spent much time thinking about for quite a while. But we have this open question about what exactly Selen is in two places. Never been able to figure that one out. Selen is here in the Waypoint Ruins, supposedly, but she's also over in the Witchbane Ruins. Law of regression? Maybe we should use law of regression on this Selen. That could be an idea.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Yeah, she's just acting as a normal old vendor. Nothing.
You wish to continue the lesson? Very well.
Nothing new with this version of Selin. Let's go down to the Witchbane Ruins. My guess is that nothing would have changed. Just because we didn't really do anything other than go inside, physically go inside of Seluvis's cellar, but we did not actually, other than reading a message, we did not interact with anything. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to actually progress anything with any NPCs. I have to always remind myself, where is the opening, the entrance down into this little area? Did not realize how close this guy was. Whoops. Hold on. You stinkers. Why must you be this way?
It will do no good, I swear it.
Frothing degenerates. Frothing degenerates. I mean, you know, they are kind of frothing degenerates. Now that you mention it, I hadn't made the connection to the what are these guys called? They are kind of another form of puppet. Marionettes. That's what they're called, right? The marionettes. Are they frothing degenerates? Maybe we could say that. Okay, so we found the cellar. Now that I have checked with Selin, I've done my due diligence with Selin to see, was there anything new with her? There's not. Surprise, surprise. So now I guess we touch the puppet. Seluvis said, do not touch. Therefore, we touch. We get this guy out of here just in case he has any notions of following us down. Turn on our lantern just in case our torch somehow goes away. Well, when I switch to my shield, because maybe... Okay. Alrighty. Is there an actual... There's no... The hitbox... The hitbox does not allow us... It extends high enough to where we are not able to jump on top of one of the puppets. Okay. Okay. We don't have the ability to summon any of our ashes here. So it's not like we could summon one of the puppets. Oh. Oh, there was more. Oh, there was more. And there appears to be Selin. Wow. Was he trying to turn Selin into a puppet? Or did he turn Selin into a puppet? Oh no. Selin's already been... Oh shit. There's no interact, there's no talk. Crap. Selin. Selin. Can we do anything? You're in a different... For whatever it's worth, you are in a different state compared to the rest of our friends here. Have they gone full puppet? And you are... What's going on here? Preceptor Seluvis is hiding a dirty secret in a cellar among the ruins. The vile Graven Witch seems to be a frequent visitor to that place. Why does it describe her as the vile Graven Witch? Is that just reflecting the bias of the anti... Wasn't there a bias against Selen at the Academy? That somehow she dabbled in heretical arts or something? I seem to recall... Rest in peace, our buddy Topes. I seem to recall him saying something like that. Okay, I was seeing if there might be any other illusory barriers that we need to bust through. Okay, we found Selen. But now what? Are we supposed to do something to break her out of whatever stupor she's in? We could do Law of Regression. Do I want to go through the hassle of doing Law of Regression? Maybe. I mean, we might as well give it a shot. We might as well just... I'm gonna be reapplying a rune arc here, I think, at some point. So we might as well just do it. Just do the Law of Regression. And, see what happens. So give me a minute here to get that all set up. All right, Law of Regression has been equipped. We just need to, and all my relevant gear and trinkets, talismans. We just need to drink our flask and see what happens. As I suspected, nothing. Nada. Okay. It's already kind of surprising that there was such a substantive revelation behind the fact that Law of Regression reveals what it did with the statue in the capital. You have to have 37 faith and intelligence in order for that to happen. It's kind of amazing that that sort of information... I take it back. No, it is a 37 only. Why did I think? It's because these other... for a moment, I was thinking that it was like these other spells that have an equal amount of intelligence and faith. You only need the 37 intelligence. Okay, never mind what I was just saying. Disregard that little bit of nonsense that I was spewing. I mean, let's go back one more time, just in case. Maybe this has changed something now. Let's go back one more time to Selen, potentially in both places. Get any sort of... I mean, we could do the same thing here, right? With her. The Law of Regression.
There you are. Shall we commence?
Because maybe she's the mimic. Maybe this one's the mimic. Okay, let's try this. That would be so cool if it did actually reveal. All of a sudden, aha! I'm Seluvis. You didn't know all this time.
You wish to very well.
Let's go back down here. We've made a good discovery, guys. We've made a fun discovery. We found the cellar. This is exciting. Also, still very stumped. Still don't know what the heck is going on. It's just my life when I'm playing Elden Ring. It's just how it is. Nothing to do about it. Nothing to do but just have faith. You just gotta have faith that eventually everything's gonna make sense. Somehow, some way, one day, you will make sense of things. That has to be the driving, motivating thought as I wait for the puppets, the marionettes to make their way here into the... Come on, there's more of you. I know it. Just get this over with. Just get it over with already. There we go. Okay. All right. Law of regression. One more time. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing but frothing degenerates. Oh my god. Are we supposed to actually just, like we did with Fia last time, are we actually just supposed to take one of you out? I had speculated way back in the day. I thought, huh, does this mean the presence of Selen in two places, one of them has to be fake, right? Does this mean, I don't want to travel. Does this mean that we actually have to take out what is the fake one? But who knows? Maybe these are both fake. Maybe the real one is up here in the Three Sisters. We don't see, they don't list an NPC here on the map. So I don't know. Guys, I just don't know. We're gonna have to think about this one, as so many other freaking mysteries in Elden Ring, unfortunately. Let me check my notes. Holy shit, I found the cellar. That was the note that I put on my to-do list here as we cover as we get rolling here with Elden Ring. So, a momentary excitement is met with a bit of a disappointment, because it feels like there's still a mystery there to be solved that I don't quite understand. I was gonna head here to the Bestial Sanctum because we have a death route to turn in. But I do want to just, I don't know. I hate letting go of unsolved mysteries. That's part of the thing, because part of me wants to just go back there to the Three Sisters once again, even though, let's go and put our normal gear on here just in case there is another fight that we have to prepare ourselves for. You never know with the Beast Clergyman. Gonna go back to Wrath of Gold here, and Flask of Wondrous Physic, put this back to Stamina, and get my gear back to where it should be. America Scar Seal back to the Green Turtle Talisman, Intelligence back to, actually, because my gear is a bit lighter, and I did reapply a Rune Arc now, I don't actually need this Great Jar's Arsenal, so we can do something else. We could do whatever else that we wanted to. I even kind of momentarily unequipped the Erd Tree's favor because I was thinking, huh, should we just up our damage negation? Give ourselves a whole bunch more forms of damage negation? Because we are still medium load at this point with my, I'll put back the Crucible Tree Helm. We're still medium load with this Silurius tree. So we could just give ourselves a bunch of damage negation to counteract the Radagon's Source Seal. I don't know. I will think about min-maxing the talisman setup here as we go. Let's turn in some Death Root if that's still a thing you're interested in. Hand over Death Root. There we go. We'll talk first, but I don't think you have any dialogue. You're kind of at a standstill, I think, with your dialogue. You're just waiting for more Death Root, so hand it over we shall. Maybe you give us a new bestial incantation?
I won't forget. Again.
You say that now.
Mine appetite. My sin. I must have more. I must consume more.
Oh, we do get a new bestial incantation. Okay. Beast Claw. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to try to get you as much Death Root as I can, because I'm sure nothing can go wrong.
Not sated.
More death.
Give me more death.
You got it. As soon as I come across some more, we haven't had the opportunity until last episode. It's been some time. Having that opportunity to root the death. So let's check out this Beast Claw. Creates, oh, this is the attack that he hit us with. Creates Beast Claws that tear through the land. Rends the land with shockwaves. Charging enhances potency. This incantation represents the fury of Geraint. His bestial nature returned as much as it does his restless agitation. Feed me more death. Alrighty, Beast Claw. Let's equip that. Let's put that, I kept not going back to the, what was the other bestial incantation? Where do I want to put this? I'll put it right here. We'll put it in place of Lanciax's Glaive. Lanciax's Glaive is cool, but we're gonna try out this Beast Claw. Let's try it out. See how it feels. Try it on for size. It certainly looks sweet. I love the look of it. Got the Wolverine, kind of the Wolverine claw effect as we rend the land. I love the animation there. And it's pretty cheap. The bestial incantations on the whole are very affordable in terms of FP. So we'll try that one out. We have the perfect seal for it as well. What do I have next on my notes? The next thing really on my notes is to get back to the west of Altus, Mount Gelmir. We have a map defined, and I don't quite know how to get there. So we made it to this Seethewater terminus, and we banked a couple checkpoints in various caves around the map. That Sage's Cave that was kind of near the abandoned coffin. We also, this Wyndham Catacombs was interesting. Let's actually go to, There's a few different places. My normal trying to be systematic and like work my way from one end of a zone to another, that would normally want me, or would lead me to start like at the Lux Ruins. We start here in this very bottom right southeast corner of the map, and we start working our way inwards from there. But I also really just want to find the map, and right now the only thing that I can think that would, I can kind of make out, there does appear to be a building ever so faintly, the outline of a building that is showing through the unrevealed map. There does seem to be some sort of building here that we can just make out. Let's go to the Seethewater River. There was an interesting opening that we were able to see, but not reach. An opening. Do I have to go all the way around here? There was a way up, wasn't there? Right here. The opening. Come on now, Torn. Help me out. Help me out, buddy. Boy, that is such a... Man. Game is gorgeous, guys. This nighttime view is perhaps my favorite. Whenever we see the Erd Tree contrasted against the night sky, is just gorgeous. All right, we saw this. We saw what? I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to piece together how we might get up. But we saw this exit here, or what I can only assume is an exit, because we can't reach it from here, right? There's no jumping to that from where we're at. So it must be an exit. The question is, how would we reach that exit? At what point would we actually elevate ourselves to that point? And so it occurred to, well, the idea that I had, it didn't just occur to me, it was something that I was thinking about last time as well, is that maybe one of these caves is going to hold the answer. We need to make our way through one of these caves in order to make that a reality. Now, immediately, one problem with the Wyndham Catacombs is that okay, I admittedly did come back off camera as I was thinking. I did mention that I might come back off camera to try to explore a little bit around Mount Gelmir, and so I did. And as I was looking around, I did venture just down the stairs here to this position in the Wyndham Catacombs. And I happened to notice as I was walking down these stairs, my eye happened to drift to the side, and I saw, there are 3 very, very suspicious holes there. And I thought, those are trap holes. That's where arrows fly out of as we step on a trap. And sure enough, here is the said trap. Lightning arrows, no less. Don't know if we've had lightning arrows fired at us before through one of those. I think they were fire arrows. Okay, the elevator that leads into the Wyndham Catacombs is it's to the opposite direction of boy, this is going way down. There's a ledge there, which I should probably check, but this is going in the opposite direction of the opposite direction. There's a glove word there. Okay. The opposite direction of that opening. Like, I had this idea in my mind that maybe the Wyndham Catacombs could be, you could go underground within the catacombs, and you would move in this direction underneath the, I guess, the Seethewater. Oh, there's nascent butterflies just right here. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. You would make your way underneath this Seethewater River. What was it called? Seethewater something. Yes, the Seethewater River. And then you would make your way up inside of this cliff face over to here. That doesn't seem to be initially, my initial read makes it seem like that is not the case. What am I seeing there? What do I see? Is that a stone sword key fog barrier? It's a little it's textured a little bit weird, so I'm not totally sure. Also, it may just be, there may be some weird lighting that's going on. I think it was maybe some weird lighting. Because I don't necessarily, like here, I see that it's gray when I zoom in, but then it's not when I zoom out. So there's maybe some Z fighting or something that's causing that to look a little strange. So, what the heck did we do? What the heck are we going to do? Let's make our way down. This is going to be potentially another somewhat strange episode. We're going to see how this goes, but I can't help but think that, oh, this guy's actually a little bit bigger. This guy's a little bit bigger than the rest. Or at least looked like he was bigger than the rest. Ash, we'll take out this scarab. We get Ash of War Barrage, an arrow or bow-oriented Ash of War, usable on light bows. Archery skill using a bow held horizontally. Ready the bow, then fire off a rapid succession of shots faster than the eye can see. Okay, cool. Nifty. We'll grab this item as well here. And there are some arrows to go with your barrage. It does make me wonder, though, is there some passageway that we have not taken notice of that we should be taking notice of? Some passageway that would sensibly get us to that exit. It's another potential, like I may have given up too early on the Wyndham Catacombs. Maybe I shouldn't, just because it turns to the opposite direction. It might still make its way back. to where it leads up to that exit. Why don't we quickly check out the Sage's Cave? I guess there's one other... Actually, there's one other thing I wanted to check out. Let's not check out the Sage's Cave just yet. Hold on. Jellyfish are guarding the way here. I don't think we had been out here at night before, so this is the first that we've seen of the jellyfishes in this area. Why is there a red jellyfish? I haven't attacked any of you yet. Why is one of your friends red? It makes me want to go attack that one. Although, is it turning back to normal? It is turning back to normal. Why was it red? Okay. Where I want to go here, this is going to be an interesting episode. But I repeat myself. I hope it's interesting. I hope it's interesting. I hope it's not just a bunch of mindless, senseless wandering of me around the map. What did I want to do? I want to go back over... Let's go to the Erdtree Gazing Hill. And what I wanted to do was make my way back to where I believe there is another... I believe we passed by another Stone Sword Key entrance, did we not? This was, I think, at the very end. I want to say it was at the very end of last time. There is also a floating scarab in the middle of this lake. Like, there's still a lot... Like, I'm still not... I haven't switched over into exhaustive exploration mode. I still very much have a laser focus on trying to get to the map, first and foremost. And so far, the only idea that I have is potential cave systems. Oh, hi. Oh, there's a troll here as well. Forgot about the big troll. Right. There's a set of tunnels here, isn't there? Maybe it's a set of tunnels. I actually don't know for sure. We're going to use Stone Sword Keys. I guess we have to use 2 of them. That's fine by me. I'd like to get away from you guys, though. Let's move this along. It does look like tunnels. There's an item there, which I'm going to come back for. The old Altus Tunnel. We have seen, like, it's not unprecedented that, you know, there was a tunnel, in fact, that got us to the West Tower. The West Altus Divine Tower, correct? We actually, that was... Yeah, we went through the sealed tunnel to get to a Divine Tower. So it is not unheard of that there would be a, you know, one of these either caves or tunnels, and maybe the tunnels are the likely suspects. Have we had other tunnels that actually led us they were not just their own isolated dungeon, but they did also lead us to give us passageway to another part of the game? Wasn't that actually the case? I guess the ruin-strewn precipice wasn't quite a tunnel. It kind of feels a little bit like a tunnel, though. And it did lead us around the Grand Lift. It was an alternate way to reach the Altus Plateau. Anyway, let's check out the Altus Tunnel, because maybe, just maybe, we might get some cool stuff in a tunnel. There's been really cool bell bearings, not ball bearings. We're not doing auto mechanics. We are definitely not auto mechanics in Elden Ring. We might get an interesting bell bearing. You never know. That might give us unlimited something. But also, there's a chance that we find our way in the direction of the map. So we're going to check this out. That is the best lead that I have at the moment. We'll get our lantern turned on here, since we probably want to have our shield at the ready. And we'll make our way into a... it was looking kind of dark at first, but we just needed to turn the right corner. These are explosive barrels. We need to be mindful of that fact. Can I shoot you from here? I can. I really like this Siluria's Woe. This is such a fun ability. I also have this Beast Claw, though, that I do want to try. And there are dogs. Oh, okay. It's a doggy with glowy eyes, so there's bonus runes to be had. Give me those bonus runes. Explosive barrels. Dude, these don't blow up from my holy spear, correct? I think it's only when I do fire-based stuff. Like if I do Black Flame, this would explode, wouldn't it? If I can actually hit the damn thing. Fire does make them go boom. What about Beast Claw? It's not just any spell, right? Okay, so the physical-based spells, or maybe just any non-fire-based spell, will safely disarm the exploding barrels. Make sure we activate our very important useless summoning, offline summoning pool, and we get a Smithing Stone 5. And a bunch of cracked crystals. Something makes me think that the Beast Claw is actually not going to be a good spell to use against these stone-skinned miners. Just a hunch. Well, let's find out. Oh, there's a soldier down here as well. What flavor of soldier? Erdtree soldier, probably. Landell soldier. Yeah, it's actually not supremely effective against them. It's okay. Pretty good against the doggos, though. It is very nice against the zombie dogs. So, it is nice that it is so cheap. And it covers a fairly wide area. Some stanchion boluses. Ultimately, though, is it better than Siluria's Woe? Because Siluria's Woe, how much does Siluria's Woe cost? It is 25. 25 in comparison to what was the Beast. The Beast Claw only costs 10. So, we'll see. It depends on the enemy. A Bolt Drake Talisman +1. Cool. As a general option, the melee attacks, obviously, don't cost any FP when you're just... You only have to spend stamina to actually swing your spear. Or thrust your spear. There does not appear to be a ladder going down, so we are jumping down, I think. We'll jump down to... Or, no, we want to go across... Oh, there's a ladder there. Okay. Okay, let's actually do that. Let's go up here. And we will go around. Also, I only have 5 FP flasks. Probably enough to make it through a dungeon, but it's probably a good idea as well to be a little bit mindful about how we spend our FP. Get as many of these. Well, apparently I can't backstab those guys. Did I learn that before and just forgot about it? Probably. So we could go down the ladder, but we could also just jump down here. Okay. So there's a way behind the shack that we're on top of. And... Oh, that's actually just a stronger version of the... Can I hit you with the Beast Claw from up here? No. Okay, so it doesn't path off of... It does track the attention of you. Definitely got your attention. I should have used the exploding barrels against you, shouldn't I? Should have actually... That would have been smart. Who do I have attacking me? I have 2. Oh, there's 2 of you. Well, now I really need a Beast Claw. So I can hit multiple things. The range on this spear is not as healthy as I would think sometimes. But it is a spear that that lets you do the whole stabbing through your shield. Oh my gosh. Okay, we managed to block that. That's good. Why does it have to be a dog? Why does it have to be a dog? There has to be 2 dogs. Why? I'll do guard counters, fine. Apparently that wasn't enough to kill that 1 dog. Okay. Alrighty, it's fine. Fortunately, we're pretty well leveled, so we can withstand a little bit of a gang up from knights plus dogs. It is not too much of a hassle. We do pick up a troll's hammer. I'm assuming that the Bolt Drake Talisman has the same text as before. It does appear to be the case. And then we have the Troll's Hammer, mining tool of Stone Digger trolls used to crack bedrock. Trolls are descended from the giants, and these were supposedly once used as ceremonial smithing tools. In the distant past, smithing was considered divine. Well, Andre would definitely agree. Andre would not throw shade on that sentiment. Okay, which way do we go here? This was the, I think this was the one, yeah, this was the shack that we dropped down on top of. There's a tunnel behind it. There is a tunnel to this side. And, well, I thought there was a tunnel this way, but maybe not. Unless there's a sus wall. We do have to be a little mindful, checking for illusory walls. Yo, how the heck did I miss you? What the hell? Okay, I'm getting a little bit more fire damage here than we're gonna just take a drink. A little more fire damage than I was. I forgot the Beast Claw is not what we want to be doing against you. Okay, I just totally did not even see that guy. Sorry if you were offended by me not noticing you. Definitely need to be on the lookout for illusory walls. Because they could be hiding anywhere. You just never know now. There could be not just illusory walls, but illusory floors. Guys, how many? You all have a much better idea, obviously, than I do. Because this is a blind playthrough. But how many? Oh, that's a fog wall. Okay. Will getting through that fog wall provide us with access in the direction of the map? Will it? Or is that where this goes? Is there another? This seems suspect. This seems suspect. Holy beam. Get you out of here. This floor feels like it's going to collapse. Or is there a... Oh, there's a hole in the floor. No. No, I'm totally seeing things. Some smithing stones. I thought this floor was going to collapse. Okay, so this is just a... This is the end of the line. This tunnel just led down to a dog and a miner guarding some smithing stones and a whole bunch of explosive barrels. I thought for sure there that I had seen like a hole in between the barrels here that had a ladder sticking out of it or something. Okay, so we're not going... Yeah, okay. There is in fact ground below these boards as I look between the slats. Huh. All right, all right. Well, I mean, let's find out what's in the boss room, because maybe, I think in the case of the Divine Tower, when we found our way to the Divine Tower of West Altus, we did have to go through the boss chamber before we got to the Divine Tower. So, if there is what I'm hoping for, could be beyond the boss room. So let's do it. Let's see what we've got with the boss room. Might as well drink our flask of wondrous physic. And will I give myself a trickle heal as well? I will do that. And then we will see about... We do have these aspects of the Crucible, which are supposedly what we're wearing armor for in order to boost. So let's maybe take advantage of those. Let's find out here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Who we got? Another Stone Digger Troll. Okay. Maybe we can actually take advantage of Crucible of the Tail. There's the Stone Digger Troll has his troll hammer. That was actually very good, wasn't it? Wow. That did amazingly. Also, though, I guess... Oh my god, you are actually really low level. You are really just not even going to use... Considering how easy you were to defeat, I am not going to pop my... I'm not going to get any bonus runes out of that with my gold pickled Foulfoot, because I was only getting 9,600 runes out of that. I think that is the right decision. I think it was correct to save my gold pickled Foulfoot. Alrighty, and unfortunately, that is the end of the line for the... What tunnel was this again? The old Altus Tunnel. The old Altus Tunnel does not... Wow, we actually did two Stone Sword keys in order to get through this tunnel and pick up a Great Club. So we not only got the Troll's Hammer, but we also get a Great Club, an enormous club of hard wood. Wildly hammering foes with this striking weapon requires no dexterity, only brute force. While it may seem sacrilegious, this weapon is said to be a withered branch of the Erd Tree. Imbued with holy power, this weapon will never snap. Oh, snap. It does have a holy damage component and scales somewhat with faith. And it does have the Golden Land skill as well, which we've gotten experience with last time. Cool. Alrighty. So now what? So the Altus Tunnel, the old Altus Tunnel, does not get us where we were hoping to go. We could try the... I mean, I think we're just going to work our way through each of these caves that we're aware of to see what, in fact, happens. And I think the next closest... I suppose the Seethewater Cave could be another one. But if we're just working through... We're working through caves / tunnels / catacombs today, then, you know, that's what we're doing. We're going to have to get to each of these eventually. Already forgot. Oh no. Why was I not prepared for that jump? Grave Glovewort 5. Completely already forgot about that devious little lightning dart trap. Already forgot about it. All right, let's get it going here. I did see the guillotine that was slamming its way. Oh, you guys have lightning urns. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna do... I don't exactly have a good... Well, hold on. How far does Siluria's Woo? Siluria's Woo? How far does Siluria's Woe go? Not bad. I like this. Does riding this big guillotine get us anywhere? It doesn't look like it. Brave Glovewort, level 4. All right, Wyndham Catacombs. Isn't Wyndham like the name of a hotel chain? Are we staying in the Elden Ring version of a hotel? That is fun. That is fun. I'm wondering, I am curious, does this armor set, when it says that it enhances the aspects of the Crucible, I assumed, we all know what happens when you assume, but I assumed that it meant strengthens aspect of the Crucible incantations. I figured it just meant that it was boosting the damage. Boosting the damage for these things. But maybe, is it possible that it also has some other effects? That didn't seem to do much damage to... Oh, wow, they are really resistant to holy damage. Let's go Frenzy first. Fire damage, that's the secret, isn't it? Yeah. What about Black Flame? Oh, come on. So close. So close. Wait, why did you die? All right, drink. And we got zombies. Zombies and oozes. In the hotel catacombs. Why must you all exist? Okay. So... don't know why that would be an illusory wall, but I had to check. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? That's a new one. That's a new one. Okay. No! I did not think you were that close to me. Okay, so we got lightning bolt traps that could potentially be sprung on us. So be wary. Not just of lunging zombies, but also of traps in the middle of the water. Okay, let's get rid of the zombies that are on my tail first. Well, I was hoping to do that before taking you on, but that may have to. There might be a change of plans. I love that. Roll too soon. Roll too soon. No. I think I just barely dodged that one zombie because I jumped. I didn't realize that was a way to circumvent their attack. Oh my god! Wait, Beast Claw is overpowered against you guys. Okay. Yo, okay, Beast Claw is the way. Beast Claw against the zombies. Let's fucking go. Sweet. Beast Claw for the win. Love it. I feel like I was triggering some other trap in the middle of that hectic action. Maybe not. I see the one there that we stepped on, but I thought I was stepping on another pressure plate. but maybe I wasn't. Glovewort, please, gimme. I want some Glovewort level 1. Can you give me some Glovewort level 1, actually? Maybe they'll let us trade in at some point. That would be kind of a cool mechanic to let you trade in. I see the pressure plate there. And I see the holes in the wall. If they would let you always keep your shield up. If they would let you trade in, we're gonna spend 1 stone sword key here. How many do I actually have? It would be kind of cool if they let you trade in higher levels of Glovewort or smithing stones or whatever for a lower level. What am I looking for? Stone sword keys. I have 12 of them. I thought, as I suspected, we have more than enough. Stone sword keys have become not a concern. Where is the trap, though? Where is the enemy waiting to murder me? Apparently not in this case. We get a lightning scorpion charm. Is this an upgrade? Oh no, this is a different affinity. We have one that raises holy attack and lowers your damage negation. This one does for lightning attack. Okay. Pattern on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart that sparks with lightning. Well, if we steer back in the direction of lightning damage, that is an option. It's really tough for me to stack together two, since we there's probably going to come a point where I don't really need this source seal anymore. Just as a side thought, right? We're going to eventually probably level our attributes, our core 4, level those attributes to the point where wearing the source seal is past the soft cap. So when we get to that point, then those options, like the scorpion charms and whatnot, might be a little bit more appealing. Okay, I think I see the gag that's going to happen here. Well, do we need to worry about you? The gag that's going to happen as I look up and I see the Sen's Fortress spikes waiting to skewer me above. This is a moving platform. So the first thing I'm going to do is trigger the platform and come back and look down. Aha, there is something underneath, similar to before. I see a tunnel down there. I do also want to get to the tunnel that is up above. So can we run to it? We can run to it. There was another imp. Oh, there was an imp up above. Okay, so there's not only this platform here, as we loot some Fulgur Bloom from this guy. Oh, that's the boss lever. Okay, chill out, bro. You can't even reach me. With your puny little imp arms. Okay, so there's a Laiedd Knight here. Checking out the boss door lever. He seems absolutely fixated on it. Okay. Always with the imps waiting to pounce. I love that Silurius. Whoa, it is just amazing. It's even more amazing probably when you can line up a whole bunch of enemies, which I really haven't done that much yet. I gotta say, guys, the faith build in Elden Ring is such a blast. I just love how many options the game gives us. It finally did give us options. We were patient enough. We waited around long enough, and we got all the options. And there's still, I'm sure, many, many more to get. Okay, let's go to the other side. But the faith build is a blast. It's so much fun. Wow, that platform, yo, that platform started moving before I actually touched it. Did you guys notice that? I jumped out over the platform, and that was enough for the game to count that as having activated the platform. Is it possible? Is it possible that there would be a sus wall on one of these sides? I'm gonna give myself a trickle heal and then go experiment with. Yeah, see, the platform starts moving. Oh, I can't. No, okay. I forgot it goes. So what I want to do is. No, I just thought that maybe that one looked a little suspicious just because it didn't match. It didn't match the rest. The middle of the walls to the left and at the far side, it was different on this side, and so I thought, huh, sus wall. All right, let's go underneath. Let's go down. And we're on the other side of this. The other side of the gate that we saw earlier, correct? Love it. Oh, the charging, I think, actually increases the range as well as the potency. I see another pressure plate there. Okay. We see another one of these. Oh, I do see the holes. I do see the holes for the lightning to pop out of. Didn't notice those before. Did not see those. God damn it. God, there's two of them. No. Okay, how good is Siluria's woe? Let's find out. We're gonna lure the crab into the trap. Yes. Oh, dude, that was awesome. I had the thought as I was backing up. I was like, oh shit, there's a pressure plate. And then I was like, oh wait, we can use this to our advantage. That worked out so perfectly. Let's go. Crabs, eat it. Freaking 2 crabs that they tried to spring on us. Motherfuckers. Oh shit, Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook 1. Awesome, let's open this door. I'm assuming that opens this door here. Correct? Because otherwise, how are we getting out? That would be a little bit of a mystery. Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. We get lightning grease, drawstring lightning grease, and all the lightning bone arrows / bolts. Okay, cool. Cool, probably not stuff that we actually need. There's so many of these the item crafting system is kind of cool, but also I don't utilize it nearly enough. There's so many of these pots that I do want to play around with. We'll definitely be utilizing these stronger holy pots, I'm sure, at some point. But like the sleep pots, the rancor pots, the freezing pots, there's so much stuff to try. And yet I already feel, so when I'm approaching this game, I already feel like there's so much to think about. And it's kind of helpful to me at times to simplify and not stress about all of the things that can possibly be done in the game. You may not be able to do every single possible thing, because otherwise you get maybe a little stressed out thinking about all those things. And you want to have fun. Ultimately, you got to play the game to have fun. All right, I think the Wyndham Catacombs is also not going to net us a passage to the map for Mount Gelmir. Doesn't seem to be the case, but we're going to head back up here to the top. I should have brought this down already. Actually, no, I did mean to like leave that up because I thought just in case we die, we'll have the elevator ready to go back down into the mire. But now we are ready to take on another boss. Oh, I almost forgot again. I kind of did forget again. How many flasks? We can sit, right? We can refill the flasks. Give ourselves maybe even give ourselves a few extra healing flasks. Now that we have the maximum of 14, another very peculiar aspect to Elden Ring, if you ask me. Just a bit peculiar in my mind. Why that is the case. But it's cool. We'll give ourselves even the free trickle heal while we're sitting here. While we are at the site of grace, we will sit again and then get ready to get into the action of whatever is... Is it going to be a watch kitty? It's been a little while since we've had a watch kitty. I could see that being a thing. How did I know? An electric watch kitty, even. An electric watch kitty. I don't like the look of that. Okay, that didn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it was going to. We got the little stun damage. Yo, Solaria's Woe is just... It does so much damage. Also, you're pretty weak. I need stamina. That does so much stamina damage. We'll just take it. We'll play it safe. Take a drink. One more. Now we'll do Woe. And you are out of here. This time I will use a pickled Foulfoot. That apparently was a great enemy felled. Are you serious? I didn't even see how many runes that I just got from doing the gold pickled Foulfoot, because we picked up a Glovewort Picker's Bellbearing 1. Guys, did I just get what I was asking for?
I promise you. I promise you guys.
You have to believe me. There's too many of these things that are happening that call into question the validity of my blind playthrough of Elden Ring. Case exhibit number 57. Guys, I was literally just talking about this earlier this episode. Why do things work this way? I wonder what else would make my Elden Ring life a little bit easier. What else would I like to wish for? Seems like whenever I talk about something, speculate about, why can't I get unlimited level 1 Grave Glovewort? Seems whenever I talk about one of these things, the game later that episode says, here you go. Here you go. It's almost like I planned it that way. In my 100% blind playthrough. I shouldn't say 100% blind playthrough. I know it's because we have mentioned there's been some things where I have played the game before and I have maybe known a few things that have been spoiled. Minor things, I think, that have been spoiled in Twitch chat and other places. So, we're going to go back to the hold. Let's go back to the hold. Let's go back to the round table hold. The other round table hold, which is who knows where. In another reality. Oh, let's go this way, actually. Let's go this way. Well, we no longer have to fret. I no longer have to fret about ask and ye shall receive. I also kind of guessed that there would be a watch kitty. I swear, guys. I swear. It just had been a while. It had been a while since there was a watch kitty. It made sense, guys. It made sense. We're not going to buy any of these right now. I will maybe do some ashes upgrading off camera. But we are going to go to... I almost said Andre. We're going to go to Smithing Master Hugh.
Well, I took you no matter, it's all the same.
Actually, hold
Lay
on.
out your own.
We're not going to go Smithing Master Hugh just yet. We're going to check how many runes we need. I need to get about 8,400. We're going to get 8,400 runes
I
here.
took you for no matter, it's
And level up. Do another level up. 8,400 runes, please. That is 6,250. Which means I need another 2,200. I'll just do one of these. Close enough. And then we will level up. Roderica,
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
I will be here for spirit tuning. Because I got my wish. Is there anything else that you'd... Roderica, would you like to wish anything into existence? Because I seem to have a special ability to do this. Elden Ring is... I'm in tune with this game enough, apparently. Ay. Level up. Faith goes to 45, which in essence gets us to 50. Because we currently have a rune arc active. So now we have the ability to cast, if we wanted to, we could cast Elden Stars organically. Do I want to re-equip Elden Stars? I think I will. We need to continue to experiment with that spell, even if it is a bit cumbersome. We're going to take out Wrath of Gold. Wrath of Gold is cool, but it is expensive. I am also going to remove the Lord's Heal, and we're going to replace that with Elden Stars. We'll put Elden Stars up here as an option. There we go. Let's continue now. We're moving through the cave system. I guess we're going to go to Seethewater Cave. This is actually the closest geographically to this, to the place on the map that has the map. Before we go to the Seethewater Cave, let's go to the Seethewater Terminus. We're gonna another possibility. We had this what looked like a fort. It's possible. We've seen before. Actually, now that I think about it, we've seen before. Are they attacking us? Or is he attacking... Boy, there are a lot of jellyfish over there. I think he was attacking something else, not me. I'm not sure, though. Never know with those freaking chariots. What is going on here with the fire monks are paying homage. They've lit a whole bunch of bodies on fire. I guess there is an item in there, which maybe we'll just quickly grab. Some smoldering butterflies. 8 smoldering butterflies, no less. Yo, what the hell? What the fuck? Is that you guys firing that at me? I didn't realize you all had that ability. Is that the Briar of Thorns? I think that's that one Briar of Thorns ability. So these guys have some new tricks, some new abilities. We have that spell, I think, that they're using. That is quite the spell, isn't it? Let's drink. I should redo my flasks, but it's fine. We'll leave it the way... Nah, we're going to redo our flasks. I want my 9.5. We're going to quickly redo this. I was thinking... I have several thoughts, and I need to organize those thoughts one thing at a time. We can only do one thing at a time. Let's first allocate our flasks. 9.5 it is. Now, the thing that I had been thinking was we need to get up here. What if there is a sending gate that gets us up there? Because we have seen it before. In Laiedd, our one experience that we had was getting sent to Redmane Castle via... There's an item here. Via Fort Gale. What if this is a fort that also has a sending gate inside? There's a chance. There's a possibility. Who are these guys fighting, though? Are they fighting each other, or are they just fighting some rando? I think they're fighting just some rando foot soldier. We'll let those guys, we'll let them be. We will... Oh my gosh, what is that? What the heck is that? Smo, is that you? You look, you've gotten some upgraded armor and that hammer. My goodness, that sure does look like the shape, at least, of Smo's hammer. It's a little bit more bloody looking and a little bit more spiky looking, but it kind of has the same shape. Are we about to fight Smo, guys? Let's not go in there just yet. Let's take a moment. We're gonna explore around this what feels like a fort. Looks like a fort. If it walks like a fort and talks like a fort, then maybe it really is a fort. We still don't know how to do the plunging attack on these enemies. Oh, now you move away. What the hell? What the hell? Why? What? Okay. Fine. Fine. You do that. Just ignore me. I don't like you very much either. Glad we see eye to eye on that. Right, there was also this... Now we're heading away. There's this bed of lava, which is in the opposite direction here of the supposedly the map. What do I see up here? I see a spirit, and I see a piece of loot. I see also a spirit that is gazing upward at what could be Volcano Manor, and could be the source of our map. Okay, I want to explore in this fort, so we might have to fight Smo. Let's see what happens. Bloody hammer, bloody spiky hammer Smo. What could go wrong? We've got our Crucible Knight get up. I may want to summon Lutel. We'll see. We'll see. Fort Laiedd. Might want to check the pronunciation on that. So it's not immediately thrown us into a boss fight. It's got to be a boss fight, right? Not necessarily. No boss bar. Look at that. Yo! Dude, that's sick. That is... I want that helmet, dude. I gotta say. I want that helmet. Dude is a literal Olympic torch on top of his head. Smo, the Olympic torchbearer. It's not a bad upgrade from Executioner, you know, if you gotta pick. I'm just kind of in awe right now of looking. I'm just admiring what an amazing setup that you have. Okay, I wasn't expecting the whirligig move. A little bit out of stamina there, but you were low enough for us to finish you off. Prelates, we straight up get the weapon. Prelates Inferno Crozier. Okay, we're gonna look up some pronunciations here, folks. We're gonna consult our trusty co-pilot. I become a big user of the ChatGPT as well as Copilot in recent months, and it's kind of a nice way to quickly do these things on how to pronounce things. Usually pretty helpful on that front. How to pronounce this word, Crozier. Okay. Crozier. Easy enough to remember, it says. Yeah, okay, that one actually looks like how it's, how I would think to pronounce it. Crozier. And the other one is this, the name of the fort. How to pronounce, it's like another Scottish word or Gaelic word or something, which we know Elden Ring loves those kinds of words. Oh, it says the pronunciation of... It isn't standard in English. Could it be a name or a word from another language? I don't have more context that I could help you out with. We'll just straight up Google this one. Let's just do Google. Regular old Google. Sometimes the AI assistants don't know as much as they think they do, you know? How to pronounce... I mean, it's got to be like Laiedd, right? How to pronounce... It wants to say how to pronounce Laiedd, but that's not it. So maybe this isn't even a word, guys. Maybe it's just an Elden Ring word. Or Laiedd. Keep it simple. Okay, regardless of whatever the fort is called, this weapon... Bloody, fiery... It's not blood, I guess, maybe as much as fire. Colossal hammer with the appearance of roiling flames. There you go. Weapon of the prelates who lead the fire monks. Its heft represents the weight of their guardianship. The hammer's head is usually unusually substantial, and strong attacks will fling foes into the air. And it does have a prelate's charge. Is it similar to... We could try this out. I think we can try this out. Yeah, 45 strength. We actually have the natural amount of strength required to wield this sucker. Let's give it a shot. Because, you know, we have to. I want to try the charge. Prelate's charge. It kind of is, it's the Smo charge, guys. Except it just keeps going. What? Yo, dude, it is literally the Smo's charge. Except it just keeps going. It doesn't stop until probably you run out of FP. Dude, this is sick. And then when you run out of FP, it is done. Dude, that is ridiculous. I love that. I actually, this is amazing. Can I wonder if we can do Ashes of War on this. Yo. I do love the Siluria's Woe as well. Man, why are there so many cool weapons in Elden Ring, guys? It's a problem. We really need to address this. Dial it back on the cool weapons, guys. It's just too much. You went too far. Frickin' Smo's hammer, but with fire. Oh, and there's an Armor's Cookbook 7. I've kind of been forgetting about the different cookbooks. This one gives us a Giant's Flame fire pot. I guess we did not actually check the item crafting for these lightning things that we just picked up. Like, we picked up lightning grease. Not that lightning grease is going to be... There's nothing... The description on lightning grease is not mind-blowing, just like lightning bone arrows. So, but we could potentially get a nice or an interesting description on this Giant's Flame fire pot. Maybe not. Enchanted by incantations of the Giant's Flame. Consumes FP, inflicts heavy fire damage, but it does scale with faith. I see. I see. Oh. So we do have these fire pots, which scale with strength and maybe a little dexterity. But there is a fire version. Does take ritual pots. That does straight up scale with faith. I like that, and I do want to potentially craft some of these when we're in an area where the enemies are weak to fire. Let's see if I can remember that. Will I have completely forgotten about fire pots by that time? I was hoping to find a sending gate. Eek the wretched fools. Who said that? Was that spirit that we spied from... They'll never find me. What? This is kind of strange. I mean, is that you? It has to be, right? They'll never find me. The wretched fools. Slumbering egg. The spirit, I think, on the other side of this fence. And a fire scorpion charm. Okay. Well, I don't know if they're never gonna find you. Depends on who they is. Am I included in this? Because I think I kind of found you. Hee hee, I'll survive. I swear it. I'll soon be back at the Volcano Manor. I'll survive, I swear it. I'll soon be back at the Volcano Manor. Okay, so just as I suspected, this spirit is looking up in the direction of Volcano Manor. Sure looks like a manor to me. And he's saying that soon enough, I'll be back at Volcano Manor. The other thing that I had noticed here, as I came up to the top, out onto the roof here, I was hoping to see a sending gate, similar to Fort Gale. But there's no sending gate. However, there is an empty chest. There is an empty chest. And I'm wondering if we stand near this chest. I just thought that maybe for a second they were going to do something a little different with the whole transporter trap thing. The spirit here is talking about returning to Volcano Manor. They'll never... I'll survive, I swear it. They'll never find me. I'll soon be back at the Volcano Manor. Is there a puzzle here that we need to solve? Is this how we get... Is this how we get up to Volcano Manor? No sending gate, and this chest does not feel like it's something we can interact with. What's the deal? That seems very sus. But I also don't know if there is something to be done. I don't know what needs to be done. It is a very strange fort. At least in the fact that it's much smaller, or it feels much smaller than the other forts. We just had the one prelate to take care of. It really feels like there's something we're supposed to do here. What would we need to do? Law of regression, go. Law of regression. We got this fire scorpion charm. So we're starting to collect. We've almost got the full set of scorpion charms. What would we need to do here? Mimic's Veil. Of course, Mimic's Veil. Turn ourselves into a barricade. And the unsuspecting, what is actually a transporter trap chest, won't suspect a thing. And it'll activate. It will activate. Is there anything on... Is there anything on the outside besides... Anything on the outer walls besides that spirit? I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. It just feels like there's something to do here, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it in my desire, my want to reach Volcano Manor and the map for Mount Gelmir. Like, is the presence of all of these corpses supposed to be some sort of a clue? I just don't get it. And maybe there's nothing to get. Maybe I'm overthinking things. So, I guess we're moving on. I guess we have to move on with our lives. The show must go on. If there is something to be deduced or otherwise figured out at Fort Laiedd, or however the hell it's pronounced, we will come back to it later. The question is, where do we go? Where do we go now? How do the fire monks factor into all of this, I wonder? Maybe we should be paying more attention to them. More to the story involving these guys, perhaps, than I am giving them early credit for. There's our... There we got to... Man, this thing is so good. Its range is surprisingly stellar. I did take a break, and so it's possible that this corpse of this soldier, which is ragdolling, it may have been alive. I think that was the fight that was going on over here. But when we passed by earlier, this corpse went hurtling off of a cliff. But now, of course, when you reset the game, the corpses reset to their original positions. I think that's how that works. Are the jellyfish hiding something? Do you all have a secret that you want to share with me? Do you know the secret to how to get to the map? Oh, there's an item over here. A stone sword key. That solves everything. Now we have even more to add to our stone sword key stockpile. There's no secret tunnel entrance hiding by the jellyfish, is there? You know, maybe we need law of regression. That's another thought. And now it's a thought that's starting to occur. Probably more than it should. But once you implant the idea of, hey, I can reveal secrets with this spell, it makes me want to use it in all sorts of situations where probably it's not meant to be used. Like, I don't think law of regression is going to all of a sudden reveal some secret passageway. Like maybe this tree, right? This tree could just be a complete illusion. A sus tree. We roll into the tree and it just disappears, revealing the secret sending gate to send us to the top of Mount Gelmir. If only things worked that way. But of course, maybe it does, because maybe I really need to cast Law of Regression. Fort Laiedd. Fort Laiedd. I don't really want to screw with the fire chariots. They may want to screw with me, though. I may not have a choice. I think we checked over here previously, but I'm looking again to see, are there... That's an arterial leaf. Ooh, arterial leaf. We found an arterial leaf, but no secret tunnel that leads us to the top of Mount Gelmir. And then we come to the bed of lava, which feels like a boss, which I don't want to take on just yet. This fire monk apparently is still chasing me. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? I think I want to go to... We'll go to the Seethewater Cave. we'll keep trying these various caves. This is such a strange episode because how do we solve this mystery? It's so strange going through a zone, making our way through a zone without the map. Now we have been doing for the for the most part, we have been doing these caves and other sections that don't really rely on the map. Okay, there is the side tunnel here, which I guess we'll do first. Collapsing floor. Sus cave wall. Nope, just the break room. Where the Laiedd soldiers come to have lunch when they're not patrolling the Seethewater Cave. Here's our drop down. But it's such a oh no, a poison pit. God damn it. Poison. Why did it have to be poison? Get me onto the safe. Get me onto the dry ground. I don't want to. Stinking oozes, man. The oozes always do react well to fire, it seems. I think there are some fire oozes that don't, but most flavors of ooze seem to react just fine to fire. I'm wishing that I would have... Oh, I do have neutralizing boluses on my quick items already. That's nice. Poison grease. Gotta charge the fireball. Gotta charge it. Okay. Seethewater Poison Cave. This is probably not going to be the answer to our dilemma either. I wonder if the answer, maybe the answer to our dilemma is to go to, is that where we came in? I think that's where we came in, actually. So we want to head where? The answer to our overall dilemma is to run directly into poison oozes. Unhand me. Gosh, you deal no damage. Unhand me, you brute. It could be, for all I know, that we need to make it to that recusant's hideaway. The one that Dialos, I would imagine Dialos is at the recusant's hideaway. Recusant's hideout, whatever you want to call it. Or that's where we would likely cross paths with him again. It could be that there's a sending gate there, or some other intelligence, pieces of intel. What the hell? Oh, it's rats. I'm out of mana. You are, oh my god, that rag. Dude, it's stuck to his tooth. That was amazing. The dead rat. Oh, we're gonna need an instant replay on that one, I think, because that dead rat was just clinging to the big rat's tooth or something. That was absolutely hilarious. At least we're getting some good entertainment here in our travails through West Altus / Mount Gelmir. Good entertainment and laughs are being had. What's that sound that I'm hearing? I don't know what that sound was. Oh, it's you. I'm apparently standing in poison. All right. Fine. We have a trickle. We have a trickle heal going. It's fine. Oh, I hate that. I hate that you can knock me out of. Knock me out of my spell cast. I don't really want to use a neutralizing bolus just yet, until I am done with you. Until I have cooked your ass. And I guess I thought I was standing on non-poison ground, but apparently that wasn't the case. So why don't we just take you all out while we are at it here. Let's just clear out the poison mushroom head crew. Now, was there a way up to... Aha. Wait. I was like, is it actually going to let me climb on these mushrooms? I don't think it really wants me to climb on these mushrooms. Okay, we're going to do... We're going to do that. That would be something else if they gave us this little stair step. It almost kind of works, though. But I don't think that's how we get up to where those guys were. There's probably some other path over here. Maybe. Maybe not. This drops us down to the next stage of the cave. So, I mean, that could be where... That could be where we're supposed to look, but I kind of want to... I want to try this parkour one more time. Can we make this work? It feels like it should almost work. But it's also not happening very easily, so you should probably get the hint that, you know, this is not going to work for you. All right, I guess we are not climbing up that way. What about this way? Not really. All right, around we go. And hope to find our way there someday. Some way, somehow, we will ultimately... That could be the boss chamber? Mini boss chamber? Aha! Dry ground. And this feels like a path that might lead upward. Possibly. Oh, Beast Claw does real nice. Yo, wow. Why is it so effective against... It's effective against rats? Maybe beasts in general. Like, the zombie dogs also took a lot of extra damage. But the zombies themselves took a lot of extra damage. So, oh, I'm out of mana. So Beast Claw definitely seems to kick ass in very key situations. I like it. Susswall. Ah, here we go. Found it. Golden Rune 7. That was not that hard. Okay, there's a bunch of worshippers worshipping mushroom heads. Are they worshipping or are they... I think they're worshipping. How do they react to Beast Claw? Let's go, dude. Okay. Beast Claw for the win. What about Miranda Blooms? Man, this Beast Claw is awesome. I think Black Flame is probably still better against you, but the Beast Claw is not bad. Especially for how much it costs. That's the thing that is great. Why did I switch to this? I meant to switch to... Yeah, like the cost effectiveness is just insanely good. I'm about to build up poison here. We'll go ahead and use a bolus. I guess I'm building up poison because I stood in the poison. I'm building up poison because I stood in the poison. It's like giving me that DS2 effect where the poison continues to tick away even though you have removed yourself from said poison swamp. Not my favorite game mechanic, but it is what it is. Whoa, we got their gear. We got the mushroom head gear. Just what I was looking for. I was hoping we'd pick that up one of these days. Mushrooms found growing all over the body. These overgrown mushrooms have colonized the legs and the arms and the torso and the head. To those enraptured by the scarlet rot, they are holy vestments that root one to the earth. They were worshipping. Okay. The scarlet rot is what they were worshipping, in fact. Mushroom headgear. Oh my god. I don't really feel like putting that on, but we're gonna give it a look. Because this is what we do here, guys. I do it for you all. Oh my god, that looks terrible. That looks just... Why would anyone... No, please, no. I say no. No, please. Alright, I think that was the extent of that. We found the tunnel that led us to the mushroom gear. This episode can now be considered a success. In addition to finding Seluvis Cellar, that's another thing that we found, and it should have been like a huge moment of celebration, except it really only presented us with more mystery. As if I didn't have enough mysteries already with this game. I want mysteries to be solved, guys. I just feel so much better when those questions are answered. There's a statue of America, or a stake America, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is actually called, which means we are at the mini-boss. So down we go, and we prepare to take on a mini-boss. I'm not going to give myself a trickle heal. Actually, where are we here? Boy, that's a long drop down. The regular R1 on this spear is not great. It takes a long time to wind up, and it doesn't feel like it does that much damage. One drawback of the... Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess we're going to survive this fall, but... I will give myself a trickle heal now. And I will drink. Oh, that really, man, it made it look like it was so much farther down. It really felt like we were just dropping into like the abyss. That's what it felt like. I don't want to use mana. I don't want to use FP when I'm right at the potential end of the cave. Now that we are under the effect of this stake of America, we probably are. I think I see the glow of a fog gate. There we go. All right. Give me, while I still have my trickle heal going, let's take our Flask of Wondrous Physic and get in there. Against, really, Kindred of Rot? Fuck you. Fuck you, assholes. You deserve that. You deserve every bit of what's coming to you. Boy, oh boy, they are so weak. Okay. Probably also a clue. Maybe a bit of a hint. I'm not gonna pop a gold pickled foulfoot. Probably a hint that we were, that we could have come here some time ago. I'm getting the sense that Mount Gelmir / West Altus maybe is, you know, a for us at this point, a lower level zone. The question is, when would we have done it? Before? Go into the Erdtree? Maybe. Maybe we were supposed to do West Altus before East Altus. I just felt the pull. The pull of the Erdtree and the capital and all that stuff was too strong to resist any longer. I had to take it on. All right, well, here is another cave that we've cleared out without answering our ultimate question. The ultimate question of how do we get the map? I don't think that's a question we're going to answer today, guys. I think we should accept the fact that I don't know how to get to this thing. It doesn't, it's beyond my comprehension at the moment. And it's also apparently beyond my comprehension to backstab these motherfuckers. What we're going to do is we are going to roast some basilisk. We're going to roast some basilisk, and we're going to roast... Wow, that didn't kill you. Okay. That kills you. Siluria's, whoa. Go. We're gonna, one way or another, we are going to eventually kill the basilisk here, and we're gonna pick up these items. The very important items here. Actually, we get our second rejuvenating bolus. That is not a bad item at all. Ah, I saw you last second. I saw that tail poking out of the ground last second. Get the fuck out of here. Get me out of death. Basilisks can hit the road indefinitely for all I care. Nascent butterfly. All right. How do we get... Why does this bridge have to be broken? Why does this bridge have to be broken? I can see that there looks like, just like in Liurnia, there was a spot in Liurnia by one of the... some shack. I don't remember exactly where. But there was a rock formation just like this. It's actually in a couple different spots in Liurnia. A rock formation like this that took us from one side of a plateau, from one plateau to another. And that feels like what we've got here. The question is, how do we get up to either of these plateaus? There's still probably a lot for me to explore. There could be sending gates in some of these ruins, right? There could be all sorts of stuff. But at the moment, I am stumped. So I guess we'll check out... I guess we'll look at this Seethewater area one more time. We may experience falling zombies in the process. Yeah, falling zombies. No idea where they're falling from, but we at least have a tool to deal with them once they have fallen. I think I heard one of the deer yelling at us. Do you know? Well, if you did know, you can't tell me now, but do any of you know how to get to Mount Gelmir? Please tell me. I'd appreciate it. That corpse had some herba. That's cool. Like, is there a spirit spring or something here that I have somehow just completely overlooked? Like, there's another, that rock that's up here feels like another one that you would ride torrent to the end of this rock and you would jump across to the next plateau. Once again, though, how do you get there? And there's that mysterious exit. There was that mysterious hole in the cliff face that exited from somewhere. It's so frustrating, guys. I don't get it. There's another item here, which I guess I'll grab if I try not to get hit by the steam geysers. Fireproof dried livers. Very on brand. This is peculiar. I did say to myself, the one place that might have some answers potentially would be the Recusant's hideout. If it is in fact the Recusant's hideout, I don't know that it's a Recusant's hideout, but it could be. So, like, maybe we should spend a little bit of time checking out the Recusant's hideout, because what else are we gonna do? What else would we do with our time? I suppose there's one more catacombs down here that we haven't attended to yet. If we could just, we'll make it a complete our day by delving into every single caves, tunnels, catacombs that Mount Gelmir has to offer, or at least that we can find. The Lux Ruins up here. The Lux Ruins and the Scarab that I hear. You can check that out. I really am a little bit, I'm just very confused, guys. I don't know what to do, honestly. I don't know where to go. I don't even know at the moment how to get up to this Scarab that I hear. Yo, what the... That feels like a different type of demi-human. I do not remember you. I think we ran into these demi-humans once before, but I just... That... Have I... I feel like these guys are different. A different breed of demi-human. I just don't remember him. He doesn't want to attack. He's very, very... very hesitant to attack. Where? How do I get up to that Scarab, dude? Maybe it's just over here. Maybe it's just the in order to get up to there it is. Okay. All right. It wasn't as it was actually this wide open space. Oh, there's a demi-human here. It's this wide open space that I haven't explored yet because it is part of the map. This little sliver is, I guess, technically connected to West Altus. And so I've just been like, oh, I'm not gonna explore there. It's a demi-human chief. I remember that one time where there was two of you assholes who teamed up against me, gave me, caused me some headache and heartache. That was a while ago, but I do remember. I remember that one time. All right, Scarab, where you at? I see some demi-humans that are waiting to come to life. Dude, this beast claw. I know we're just dealing with some demi-humans here, but my goodness. That's a lot of strength. The Beast Claw has its situational usefulness. It's about time. Yo, what? What? Excuse me? Well, okay. That scarab just disappeared on me. Has that happened before? I did see the path leading underground, but I'm trying to see if I can figure out what happened to the scarab. Do I need to do a game reboot? That may be what I do here. We'll go underground first. There's a fog gate. Alrighty. Demi-human Queen Gillica. All right. You did not dodge that attack like I thought you did. You actually did take the damage from Whoa. Whoa does so much damage. And we do so much damage. This is probably... Oh my gosh. Some of the content in this game has been delayed far longer than it was probably designed to be. So the demi-human queen Gillica? Gillica's Island? You are out of here. I'm in such a strange mood right now, guys. Because of my perplexed state as well as dealing with low-level content. It's such a strange mood that I'm in. Ritual Sword Talisman raises attack power when HP is at maximum. Counterpart to... Oh, we didn't check out the other talisman that we picked up. It's the counterpart to the Ritual Shield Talisman. There you go. Don't love these effects, because your HP does have to be at maximum, and mine rarely is. I shouldn't say rarely is. Once you get into combat with somebody, you're going to take damage, even if it's just a little bit of damage. And then as soon as that happens, your talisman is offline. We did pick up this Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, a talisman depicting the exaltation of pests. Raises attack power when poisoning or rot occurs in the vicinity. And also a counterpart to this Lord of Blood's Exaltation. So does it have to be us poisoning something? Rhetorical question, obviously. Or could it happen when we get poisoned? Rot for the Scarlet Goddess. O scarlet blossoms, flourish in distant lands and return to us, the unwanted children. The Scarlet Goddess, I think that's a reference to Melania. Is there anything else that we picked up that I forgot to look at? Oh yes, the Landell Soldier Gauntlets. Apparently haven't picked those up before. Good, good, good. This is a weird session today, guys. It's just one of those sessions. It feels so strange, exploring an area without a map. How are we supposed to know if we have done everything if we don't have a map? How are we supposed to know? It's such a conundrum. I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, I forgot the scarab. Hold on. Let me do a game reboot, and then I'm gonna get back around to where that scarab was. Okay, scarab is back. Now, can we use sniper spell? We can. Okay. Have we had that happen before where the scarab has like disappeared? Disappeared immediately as soon as you get close to it. If we have, I don't remember. But we have a new Ash of War. I also did kill a demi-human. And I did pick up a new dagger that we'll look at here as well. We got Shield Crash. Okay. To go with your Shield Bash, you also get Shield Crash. Two-hand the shield and charge forwards while maintaining guard. Weaker enemies will be shoved backward and can even be staggered. Hold to extend the duration of the charge forward. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. Probably not going to be using that one. You never know. And a great knife. Large knife with a broad curved blade. This weapon is designed to slash and rend, inflicting blood loss upon the recipient. Awesome. So a great knife has been added to our inventory. Let's now continue on with what I wanted to do. I wanted to head a little bit in the direction of this. I'm calling it the Recusan's hideout. I could be wrong, but we're gonna head that way, and we're just gonna, at the very least, do a little bit of scouting. I don't know that I have the time left to just fully explore the place, but I guess there's a scarab in the middle of this swamp area as well that we could snipe, assuming there's no giant. I think there are supposed to be some giant crabs in this swamp. That's right. I remember from before we said those are probably a thing, so we need to be on the lookout for those. Let's see if we can just snipe this from here. Might be slightly out of range. The fuck? A fucking dragonfly. I swear to... I swear on America's tits. The goddamn dragonflies. It's not that they are, you know, they don't deal any damage, but they're annoying. Motherfucker. We got ourselves the Ash of War Bloodblade. That's a cool one. Wound self to coat the armament with blood. Then unleash an airborne Bloodblade that causes hemorrhaging. Can be fired in rapid succession. I do, at some point, maybe during this playthrough, I do want to do a blood build. And I really like the idea of doing the Eleonora Blood / Dragon Communion build. That seems like that would be a lot of fun. We might do it at some point. We'll see. Is there anything else in this swamp that I would want to? I see a turtle over there. And I do see some nascent butterflies. Okay. There's a lot of this area that I may want to more fully explore off camera, going over with a fine-tooth comb, because we've been doing a very, very quick run-through survey mode on so much of it. So I may come back to some of these areas. Here's the Spirit Spring that we know takes us back up to the section that we've explored previously. I guess there is an item on this rock. Let's get that. Maybe I will get that. Is the Recusan's hideout this way? Think so? We'll get this item. The only reason I don't just automatically grab the item is, I don't know, why do I sometimes fret about picking up items or not leaving those items? What exactly is the reasoning? I think it's like to give me a little bit better idea of what I have or haven't fully explored. Like if there's an item in an area, it's a little bit more of a sign to me that, you know what, you should spend some time here going over with your more thorough treatment. And when there are no items, then it's the opposite. Or it would seem to be the opposite. Okay, I see a Site of Grace over there. Maybe that would be our short-term goal, to try to get to that Site of Grace. How would we do that? Would we do it with this? Because there is the... I see some zombies there, I think, within the walls. Miranda plant in the distance. And, of course, a bunch of slugs down here. The big collection of slugs does It brings Farron Keep back to my mind. Farron Keep, the wonderful memory of first setting foot into Farron Keep, and there's all the slugs around there. And I think I was also, because I was playing online, I also was very quickly invaded. And I thought, oh great, what a wonderful, welcoming place. Golden Rune level 3. Alright, so we're going through an area that may not pose a significant gameplay challenge, or combat challenge, perhaps, is the better way to think of it. There are basilisks here. Great. Of course there would be. There is a ramp here. There is a, what I suspected was either a staircase or a ramp that leads up into the shaded castle. Get off me. Do not bite me with that poison-infested... Those poison-infested zombie lips. Get those out of here. Yo, how did I... Bro. I just somehow managed to swing my spear right into the path. The oncoming path of the dude's grab attack. Beautiful. All right, we discovered the Lost Grace here at the Shaded Castle. Shaded Castle Ramparts. Are we reprising the... It does sound like we're getting the Stormvale Castle theme back, which apparently is not exclusive to Stormvale Castle. Did we not hear this in another part of the game as well? It could be an ongoing castle theme. So, we were dismounted from Torrent, which does suggest that we are within my favorite castle doctrine. Yeah, so there's potentially a lot to this place, and maybe that's what we will do next time. I don't know if there's going to be a sending gate that's going to get us. At this point, that's the only thing I can think that would actually get us where we want to go in Mount Gelmir. Because I might need to look again. There's still the Wyndham Ruins that we need to explore. There's also a catacombs way over down here. But we have been through most of the navigable area so far that I've been able to get to. And did we fully check out the Corpse Stench Shack? Not sure if we have. But there's, while there is obviously, we are a blood-soaked Crucible Knight right now. There's a lot to potentially delve into still to really explore more thoroughly. For sure with this castle, as well as many other areas here in... I'm going to call it Mount Gelmir, because it's easier to say than West Altus Plateau. They may both be sort of the same or slightly different, depending on which part of the zone you're in, but one way or the other, I still don't have a map, guys, and it's kind of bumming me out. But we're going to have to ponder that over, and we're going to also be pondering over this new discovery that we have made regarding Seluvis Cellar. What is going on with the puppets in Seluvis Cellar? Is there anything that we can do? It sure feels like there would be something we could do. Maybe we'll just check with the we'll look at Seluvis to see if anything has been added. I didn't think till just this very moment about checking with... It's weird talking about Seluvis posthumously, but Seluvis's remains, the vendor that is the... And now that I think of it, Seluvis is kind of in the same pose, isn't he? He has ended up in the same pose as his puppets. That's an interesting little development. Nothing new has been added to his inventory. So I don't know what we're going to do about this. Erudition! Light the way. I need some help. I need to know what to do. I need to know how to get to the map. I need to know what to do with puppets. I need to know how to solve erudition. I need to know how to get a seal breaker to solve the puzzle at the bottom of the Celia hideaway. We just got to have faith, guys. We just have to have faith that at some point the answers will arrive. Because eventually, so far, at least so far, we have eventually been able to, you know, make inroads into these mysteries. It just takes some time. Do not touch. Seluvis's puppet. Do not touch. Is this a reference to... Is that actually referring to the puppet that we were just... Is the Seluvis vendor... Seluvis in Seluvis Rise, is he now a puppet? Or are these the Seluvis's puppets? I don't know. I don't know, man. What the hell do I know? I know nothing. Selen, help me out. Help me out. All right. That's where we're going to leave it for now. I'm going to be wandering around my day with a somewhat concerned, puzzled, consternated feeling, because I much rather would end an Elden Ring episode with some sense of resolution than open-ended questions. But, you know, it is what it is, and we'll get that resolution eventually. Question mark? Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.